Before all this happened, I was bartending, and I'd been a bartender for so long, I was just kind of stuck in a rut, that I thought I was just gonna continue bartending throughout my life, and that was just gonna be my life. I had done it since high school, it's all I knew, and I was happy with that. I was complacent with that, I guess. When COVID happened, it changed everything. It shifted everything in all of our worlds, and shook the ground underneath us, and I think it woke us up, And so when that happened, it kind of opened my eyes, and I realized that, I don't have to be a bartender forever. I'm not stuck here, and just because I've been doing this for 13 years doesn't mean I have to do it for another 13 years. It was really scary, and I didn't have any savings. I didn't have a nest egg to fall back on, and I needed money. Everybody needs money to get by, and I wasn't sure how I was going to do that. So I started working for Instacart. There wasn't many options out there. Everything was closed down. All the bars were closed, the restaurants were closed, and that's all I knew how to do. So I started shopping for Instacart. It seemed like a way that I could at least bring in some income. And so while I was doing that, I learned more about the company and how they worked and how they dealt with their clients or their shoppers and their customers. And I didn't really like the way they operated. I thought to myself, these big companies are offering grocery delivery service, but grocery delivery service isn't this grand concept that is unattainable, that I can't do it. It didn't seem like so far-fetched that I couldn't do it on my own. So I went for it. I started Katz Delivery, and I just figured if they can do it, I can do it. I can do it better. When we opened, we were able to attain clients very quickly. We were able to have our schedule fill up very quickly. It all happened really fast. So I feel like we were thriving from the very beginning. But I also feel like the reason, unfortunately, we were thriving from the beginning was obviously because of the pandemic, because people didn't have another option. So it's kind of weird to say that I was benefiting off of that, but the company did, I guess, thrive and benefit because of the effects of COVID-19. But we also thrive now with the COVID restrictions loosening and things getting back to normal. I'm happy that I was able to offer a service that was so important at the time to people and give them an opportunity to not support such a big company, but to support the little guys too, especially in a time where everybody needed support. We don't have that appeal to where people have to use us. People don't have to order from Katz Delivery anymore like they did, say, 8 months ago. So now we're thriving off just the support of our community. We're still a young company. We just started last year, so we're still kind of getting to know ourselves as a young company. And I think this year what we're going to do is just focus on growing. We still want to continue to grow, continue to thrive. We're going to have to navigate changes now that things are a little bit different and things are getting back to normal. We'll have to navigate some of that. But we're going to focus on building our reputation in the community and maybe reaching out and just, building our presence and really getting our name known in this town and just grow from there.